Kicking off our list at number 5 is the standard of the world, the 2026 Mercedes-Benz S-Class. For 50 years, this car has been the yardstick by which all other luxury cars are measured. And for 2026, despite a strong challenge from BMW, the S-Class remains the king of comfort. This year, Mercedes has rolled out a significant facelift to keep the flagship fresh. The exterior features a more imposing grille and the new star pattern headlights, but the philosophy remains sensual purity. It doesn't shout for attention, it commands it. The real magic, however, happens when you close the door. The S-Class is designed to rewrite physics. The standard air suspension works in harmony with the e-active body control system, which uses cameras to scan the road surface ahead. If it sees a pothole, it adjusts the dampers milliseconds before you hit it. The result is that you don't drive over bumps, you float over them. The isolation is absolute. At 80 miles per hour, the outside world simply ceases to exist. Inside, the cabin is a sanctuary. The materials are richer than ever, with thick Napa leather covering every surface. The superscreen layout dominates the dashboard, offering the latest MB.OS technology, but it's the rear seat where this car truly shines. In the long wheelbase version, which is standard in many markets, the rear cabin is a place to sleep, work, or run a global empire. With heated neck pillows, calf massagers, and a Burmester 4D sound system that vibrates the seats, it offers a level of wellness that no SUV can match. If you want the ultimate version, you can still step up to the Maybach S680 with its V12 engine. It is the only V12 sedan left in the German arsenal. It is not about lap times or aggressive styling. It is about arriving in a state of total relaxation. It is still the boss. At number 4, we have the record breaker, the 2026 Porsche Taycan Turbo GT. When the Taycan first launched, it proved that electric vehicles could have a soul. But the new Turbo GT proves that electric vehicles can destroy racetracks. This is the most powerful production Porsche ever made. With the attack mode paddle pulled, it delivers over 1,000 horsepower for 10-second bursts. Visually, it separates itself with a massive fixed rear wing and carbon fiber aero blades on the fenders. It has shed weight by removing the rear seats entirely in the Weissach package, replacing them with a carbon fiber shelf. It is stripped out, focused, and incredibly serious. On the track, it defies physics. The new Porsche Active Ride suspension keeps the car perfectly flat, even under 1,000 horsepower of acceleration. It doesn't squat, it doesn't dive, it just teleports. It holds the lap record at the Nürburgring for electric four-door cars for a reason. But what makes it one of the best German cars of 2026 is that it hasn't lost its road manners. You can drive this car to the grocery store. It rides smoothly, it charges incredibly fast thanks to its 800-volt architecture, and it is built with the solidity you expect from Porsche. If you want the fastest four-door car on the planet, this is it. At number 3, we have the heavyweight champion, the 2026 BMW M5. This car caused a firestorm when it was announced because of its weight. But now that the world has experienced it, we understand why BMW did it. The 2026 M5 is a plug-in hybrid monster. It pairs the legendary 4.4-liter twin-turbo V8 with an electric motor integrated into the transmission for a total of 717 horsepower. The magic is in the delivery. In the old car, you had to wait for the turbos to spool up. In this car, the electric motor fills in the gap instantly. You touch the throttle, and the car surges forward with neck-snapping torque while the V8 wakes up to deliver the knockout punch. It launches this heavy sedan to 60 in just 3.4 seconds. And for 2026, American buyers finally get the M5 Touring, the station wagon version. Imagine a car that can drive 25 miles on silent electric power through your neighborhood, carry your dogs in the back, and then outrun a Ferrari on the highway. It is a one-car garage that does everything. Is it heavy? Yes, but the chassis engineering is wizardry. With active rear steering, active roll stabilization, and a clever all-wheel drive system that can switch to rear-wheel drive mode, it hides its weight miraculously. It can be a silent electric commuter 1 minute and a tire-shredding drift machine the next. It is brutal, complicated, and utterly brilliant. At number 2, we have the collector's item, the 2026 Audi RS6 Avant GT. While BMW is embracing the hybrid future, Audi is giving the internal combustion engine a Viking funeral. This is the final farewell to the pure V8 RS6, and they have saved the best for last. This is not just a wagon, it is a piece of history. Visually, it is terrifying. It draws inspiration from the legendary Audi 90 IMSA GTO race car. It features a full carbon fiber hood, massive 22-inch white wheels that look like they came off a racetrack, and a deleted roof rail for a lower, sleeker stance. It looks like a concept car that escaped the studio. Under the hood, the 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 produces 630 horsepower. It breathes through a lighter, louder sport exhaust system that crackles and pops like gunfire. But the biggest change is the suspension. Audi has thrown out the complex air suspension and replaced it with manually adjustable coilovers. You literally have to get out of the car with a tool to adjust the ride height and damping. This makes the car raw. It vibrates. It communicates. It feels alive in a way that modern luxury cars rarely do. It takes the number 2 spot because it represents the peak of everything we love about the old school. It has the practicality of a family car, the interior quality of a luxury sedan, and the performance of a supercar. It is violent, beautiful, and completely unnecessary. At number 1, the benchmark, the 2026 Porsche 911. This is the 992.2 generation, and it represents the biggest change in the model's history. The 911 has gone hybrid. But unlike the BMW M5, which gained massive weight to add hybrid power, Porsche did it differently. The new Carrera GTS features the T-hybrid system. It uses an electric exhaust gas turbocharger. This means there is an electric motor inside the turbo that spins it up instantly, eliminating lag before the exhaust gas takes over. There is also a small motor in the gearbox to add punch. The result is an engine that feels naturally aspirated but hits with the force of a turbo. It revs high, it sounds mechanical, and it makes the car faster than ever without ruining the balance. The chassis remains the gold standard for sports cars: telepathic steering, infinite grip, and perfect weight distribution. Visually, the 2026 model features active aerodynamics with vertical slats in the front bumper that open and close like gills. It is a subtle evolution of a timeless shape. We chose the 911 as the number 1 German car of 2026 because it achieves the impossible. It embraces new technology without losing its soul. It proves that the hybrid era doesn't have to be numb or heavy. It is, quite simply, the best sports car in the world and the finest machine Germany produces today.